There was crime scene tape here. Cops just took down that crime scene tape. Crews out here were originally fighting 3 fires, but 2 of them crossed paths, combining into one. The high today, 81 degrees. The same weekend last year, it was in the low 60s, scaring many people off the beach. When we first came here just a few months ago, the entire top level of water was just covered in sheen. Early on into our trip, and already we've seen signs of oil. As you can see, there's absorbent boom laid out. While the weather has slowed down some of the efforts out here on the Gulf, it hasn't completely stopped all of them. As you can see behind me, helicopters are flying out along the coast, dropping bags of sand to further protect the area. Here's a better look at what was causing the problem. Now that this massive derrick has been removed from the waterway, individual businesses can't have a sign any taller than 5 feet in height. Police will be able to monitor nearly 30 locations throughout the city, but they say it's not because of an increase in crime, but instead for your own personal protection. We're actually going on hour 20 for the search for Paul Collins, who's been wanted in St. Martinville since July 6 for allegedly shooting and killing his estranged wife. Several local sheriff departments, along with state police and other agencies, have surrounded the cane field that you see behind me, and they're searching for the man that's been on the run for nearly a month. This cane field is where the suspect spent most of the day hiding after being on the run for the death of his estranged wife. And where he's run to is not an easy place to be found.
The vegetation is real thick. We're actually going to have to put individuals on the ground searching the basically what we call a grid search the area and basically walk off each individual section of the cane field.
Authorities were tipped off to Collins' location early Thursday morning and searched for him ever since. But officials with the Iberia Parish Sheriff's Office say they've been on the lookout for him since he allegedly shot and killed his estranged wife on July 6th.
We've both been working on it. We've been assisting St. Martinville with the investigation. We've been following up with people that may have information as to his whereabouts.
It's my second time taking this trip to the site of the Deepwater Horizon, but a lot has changed since my last flyover in May. The shoreline of Grand Isle is a lot cleaner than the last time, and the marshes aren't filled with sheen like they were before. But this time there's more than just the media on board my flight. Scientists with NOAA came along to assess the damage that's been done and give their outlook on the future of the Gulf.
My impression of it is it looks very, very, very healthy and very optimistic in terms of recovery.
And that same optimism extends to the site of where the Deepwater Horizon once stood. We're flying over the location of where this disaster first took place, and it's apparent that the efforts being done out here are paying off. When we first came here just a few months ago, the entire top level of water was just covered in sheen. But today, there's not a trace of sheen in sight.
About 2 weeks ago, I saw a couple of pools about 25 foot in diameter, and that was it. Mother Nature has cleaned up what BP hasn't.
And the location is also not as populated with boats and other watercrafts as it once was.
When the oil was still coming up, they had vessels around that were skimming it at all times. They had vessels trying to collect the oil. So we probably had 2 to 3 times this many vessels out here on the average until about 2 weeks ago.
But there will still be some boats here for the time being until the final steps are made to shut down the well that caused the mess in the first place.
As they evaluate the right way to do the bottom kill, they'll then go in and finish the job.
But even after bottom kill is complete, BP officials tell us their job isn't done until the shores are clean and the residents along the coast are fully recovered.
I'm coming. Thank you so much over there.
Traveling ever so slowly through the sand is Ice Cream Dave.
They're gonna let me go through here.
And though it's tough to maneuver his cart through the crowds, he says it's a problem he's happy to put up with, especially when compared to the same weekend last year.
Last year I was in bed waiting for a little warmer weather to come around.
This year, the warm weather was welcomed with open arms and umbrellas.
It's pretty busy today. Yeah, it took us about a half hour just to get over the bridge.
And many others waited in the long line to the beach as well. A stressful drive for some, but a good sign for local businesses.
When there's a line of traffic coming onto the beach, that, you know, there's money here for the businesses. So we don't complain too much.
Restaurants had all hands on deck to handle the holiday crowds, while staff at the local inns prepared for a flood of guests. Here on the beach, the hotels are just as crowded as it is on the sand. In fact, some owners we spoke with tell us they had to turn people away because there just weren't any rooms.
Anytime there's either a Friday or a Monday off, if there's a Friday off for, you know, teacher and service day or a holiday on a Monday, business typically picks up.
And it picked up just in time, considering the season got off to a slow start. Perfect for out-of-towners escaping the cold weather or East Coasters kept out of the water due to a sea full of migrating sharks.
Yeah, there's too many sharks. You're not allowed to go in the water right now, so it's nice to be able to go in the water here.